Okay, we can see it a lot better now. It's not a funnel. It just looks like a rising scud up into the bottom of the wall cloud. But let me tell you, it looks like it's trying to rapidly form a wall cloud. Okay, make it. We got to adjust our map here, Gary. We're about, looks like 3 miles northeast of Stecker. 3 miles northeast of Stecker, and the new wall cloud is directly east of us, about 3 to 4 miles. Right, it's a huge wall cloud, and it's really, really wrapped up. We cannot see the circulation on the ground just yet. There's too many trees ahead of us, but it's big, very big.
I think it's gonna pass right through this.
We're 5 miles. We're 6 miles south and 5 miles east of Anadarko, looking east. And this thing is probably about 1.5 miles down the road from us. It's huge.
Is it the circulation?
I don't know. It's massive.
We gotta go there.
Hold on. Gary, yeah, I would say it's huge.
I think it's just a huge circulation. Just starting.
We need to be real careful. Real careful.
There's a lot of rising motion up ahead.
Okay, there it is, right over there. It is. It's a very large one. The funnel doesn't come all the way to the ground, but I can guarantee you there's a circulation on the ground. It's in a very hilly, wooded area, too. Very hilly, woody area. It's hard to see it. Gary, it's more like 4 to 5 miles south of Verdon, directly south of Verdon. That is an exact location. That's very close to a good location right there. Right, that's where it's on the ground. I can see it now better. It is definitely on the ground. Gary, this is the stuff F4s are made of. This thing is big. It's a wedge. It is a wedge. Big power flashes, Gary. I see debris flying, big pieces of debris flying through the air.
It's definitely hitting something.
See those power flashes?
Yeah.
Whoa! Huge, Gary. Okay, Gary, we got visual of it. It's only about 1/2 mile down the road from us. It is definitely a wedge. I mean, based on visual, it's at least an F3. It's at least an F3, Gary.
We've got debris hitting us.
We've got debris hitting us at the side of the truck from the west winds wrapping around it. It's 1/2 mile down the road from us. I have a feeling we'll be blocked. I can't see the grain elevator just yet. Oh, this thing is large, Gary. There's the. We're getting ready to cross the damage path right now. Shoot. Oh, I'm gonna stop here and shoot some video. Oh,
What?
yeah. Okay, Gary. It looks like red rock. Okay, that's how big it is.
We're getting very strong inflow.
It's north of Laverty, Gary. It's about 2 miles north of Laverty, probably maybe 3 miles north of Laverty. It looks like it's moving more easterly now than it was.
It's not moving much.
Cool. Gary, it's a wedge. That's all there is to it. There's debris, lots of debris flying. This thing, we haven't crossed the damage path of it yet. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Gary, we have lots of emergency vehicles going down the road now. There must have been a structure up here hit somewhere. Anybody that gets hit by that thing, the house is going to be leveled, I guarantee it. Shoot some of that damage. Gary, we have damage. We have, looks like, oh, we're blocked off and can't go any further here. It's went across the house area, and it's leveled all the power lines. Oh, brother, we've got power lines stretching all across the road. We've got a traffic jam. We've got chase vehicles, new chase vehicles backing up, trying to get out of here. We've got emergency vehicles that can't get through because the power lines are down. Okay, we're gonna have to turn around and go back. Gary, it's getting bigger again. It got smaller there briefly just when we go. Now it's getting bigger. It's still a wedge. Still very large. It's moved about 2 miles away from us now because we had to turn around and go back with everybody else. But it's still on the ground. It's still doing lots of damage. Gary, I'd say that the circulation at the ground is a half a mile wide at least. I would say a half a mile wide at the ground. Go east here. It's very well defined. I mean, this thing is still a wedge. I mean, it has no signs of lifting. This is definitely going to be a long track tornado. No signs of lifting. I mean, it looks just like I say, probably a half a mile wide. Gary, we can see another funnel actually. Hey, we've got another funnel behind the first one. We've got another funnel, probably a mile or a half a mile. I got it. Half a mile behind the first. It's on the ground. There's 2 tornadoes on the ground right now. Directly behind the other one. And this, yeah. Right. Yes, correct. Oh, and that one is getting bigger. The main one is getting bigger too. Much bigger. It's large. 3 miles west of Chickasha, and it's almost due north of us, slightly east of due north.
We can go north here.
We're 2 miles now, 2 miles west of Chickasha. West of the western edge of Chickasha. We are 2 miles west of the western edge of Chickasha, and it's almost due north of us. It's massive. This thing is massive. Holy cow, we're getting closer to it now. Okay? Yeah, we're active and worked our way up to now probably within a mile and a quarter of it. So, it's still continuing. It's not quite as big as the ground as it was a while ago, but it's still probably between a quarter and a half a mile wide at the ground. The second one's gone. I can't see it anymore. Okay. Okay. No, it's definitely a stovepipe straight down. Okay, let me, our map is updating as we speak, Gary. I'm going to give you an exact position here in a second. I would say It's due west of the northern edge of town. We are 2 miles directly west of Chickasha. No, it's northeast of us still. It's northeast of us. It's approaching Chickasha right now. I mean, it looks like it's going to skirt the northwest edge of Chickasha. Oh, Gary, it looks like it's trying to lift. It's trying to dissipate now. Gary, it's like I say, it's a very, very large tornado, and it's I would say probably 2 to 3 miles east southeast of Amber. It's probably getting close to I-44. It's very large, very large. Yeah, it is, Gary. You're right. It's the biggest that I've seen it all day. I mean, I can't even see the other side of it. It could be as wide as a mile. It could be as wide as 1 mile. It looks a lot like the Allison tornado out of the Texas Panhandle back in '95. It's large. Gary. Okay, Gary, we're going over the bridge right now that goes over I-44. And this thing is still west of I-44, probably a mile or so. But when it gets to I-44, it's moving in such a direction that it's going to travel along the highway for a while. Very close to I-44. We're crossing the damage path right now, and everywhere we cross the damage path at, it drops everything. Power lines and everything go down. Oh, it's large, Gary. It's very large. Oh, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Looks like the whole updraft is on the ground. A little west of Interstate. Golly. Huh? It's about a half a mile down the road from us now, Gary. Okay, I'm going to stop here and we're going to get some shots. Oh, wow. Gary, we are a half a mile south of the tornado. We're getting wind gusts to 60 right now from the west. Half a mile south of the tornado, we're getting wind gusts to 60. I see a large piece of debris flying through the air about 200 yards to our north. West. We're getting wrapped around precip, definitely. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The whole thing's on the ground. Well, Gary, it's very close to I-44. I'd say within a quarter of a mile or less. Within a quarter of a mile or less. Well, the direction it's going, it's going to be on I-44 for a while. Yeah, that's not good. I just saw a power flash, big power flash. It's a wedge. Gary, we're back within about half to 3/4 of a mile of it now. It's directly north of us. I think it's on the interstate right now. And it's got violent rotation. Hear it, listen. Listen.
I can hear
Gary? Gary. Gary, we can hear the tornado right now. It is roaring. We're close enough to hear it. There's debris. We're just about to get hit with debris. It's got to be on the turnpike now. It's there's all kinds of debris flying through the air. All kinds of debris. We've got debris flying through the air all over the place here.
What's it going?
Did you see that debris? We're gonna have to retreat, Gary. Back up. We've got large chunks of debris falling. Evidently, the circulation is bigger. Evidently, the circulation is bigger than what we thought. It's throwing debris well a mile around the tornado. In other words, a mile outside of the circulation, it's dropping big chunks of debris. With me, Gary? This tornado is so large it will not fit in the screen of our camera. Yeah, we pulled back all the way and it's so large it won't fit in the screen all of it. Monster right there.
Fixing to hit Newport.
It's going to go right through. Look at the power flash. See, straight ahead of us on the ground. You guys know a way across the river? Across the river. Can you show me? Yes, yes. Okay. Gary, it's still on the ground. It don't look like it's a mile wide anymore. It's a stovepipe. It's probably a half a mile to a quarter of a mile wide. It's still very, very strong. It looks like it's in the northeastern part of Newcastle, very near the river. Very near the river. Now we're trying to figure out a way to get across the river. Gary, it looks like it's on 149th, southwest 149th Street. It's due east of us. We're on 149th right now. It's probably a mile due east of us.
You're gonna run into him! God!
We're on 149th Street right now. North-South Street is Portland. Go ahead and start shooting.
Watch where you're driving.
I will.
I'm scared.
Uh-oh. Okay, shoot video. Big time. Just roll the video. Gary, it's a half a mile or less right in front of us. It's leveled a house, a couple houses over here on 149th Street. It's just now, probably a quarter of a mile north of 149th Street, and I'm trying to figure out, it's probably very near May, north of 149th Street on May. Right. Just north of that location.
Watch your antennas.
I will.